So Rudy was a great prosecutor. He was the best mayor in the history of the city of New York, as far as I can see. I think he's pretty much acknowledged what he did with her crime and everything else. And when he saw what was going on with our election of 2016, the election I won, but the election that was absolutely corrupted by things that took place in government. Now, we'll see what happens. The IG report's going to come out soon, and we'll see what happens. I think I know nothing about it. In terms of the report, I'm waiting for the report like everybody else, but I predict you will see things that you don't even believe. The level of corruption, whether it's Comey, whether it's Strzok and his lover Page, whether it's so many other people, McCabe, whether it's President Obama himself. Let's see whether or not it's President Obama. Let's see whether or not they put that in. Wait a minute. Let's see whether or not.
What I think is important is we focus on why it's so important to remove this man from office. On the 17th, look, it's so important to remove this man from office. On the 17th.
In terms of guns, again, as I said to some of you earlier, this is a bullet. I was in Florida it was all over the country, but when I was in Florida, I received this from Frederica Wilson, my colleague. Bracelets are made with bullets in the color orange, which is the color of gun violence protection. I told the president we're not going away. Bracelets are made with bullets in the color orange.
This isn't the first time she's done it. This is the pattern of behavior. And when she left, she made a statement that was like threatening the president, and I took it about impeachment. She said, "You just watch what we'll do." You could see in her eyes. She made a statement that was like threatening the president, and I took it about impeachment. She said, "You just watch what we'll do."
Welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 17th of October, and on today's podcast, we will be covering some very big news. Coming at us from the Washington Examiner, we see here the House Oversight Committee chairman, one of the most corrupt human beings within our government, Elijah Cummings, has suddenly, there's that word again, dies at 68. And we will get into that, my friends. We'll get into him with a ton of memes coming out, a lot of information about keywords with him and what actually 17 has prepared us for with this man and people within Congress and within our government. Also, from the intro video, you can tell that there could be an attempt on our president tonight in Dallas, Texas. Think JFK, think Dallas, think about what Nancy Pelosi says, think about what Joe Biden says. Connect the dots, my friends. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please welcome my sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey guys, Thomas from True Reporting here. Did you know that gold is up 18%? That's right. It's been like that since the month of June, and we all know why. It's because Trump is relentless against the Federal Reserve. We know that our money is not worth anything unless it's backed by gold. So why not back your 401k or IRA with gold and go to Noble Gold and tell them Thomas sent you from True Reporting. You call this number 1-877-646-5347 and tell them Thomas sent you, and it'll be worth your while. Thanks guys, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. All you have to do is go into YouTube, type it in, and just click that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, just in case anything happens to this channel. Secondly, would you please go ahead and click the notification bell so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. And finally, please leave a like on this video. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So again, guys, I wanted to let everyone know that tonight I will be streaming the POTUS rally tonight from Dallas, Texas. I will go live at 7:45 tonight Eastern Standard Time. That's about 20 minutes before he goes on. So that'll give us plenty of time to get a big group in. So bring your popcorn, get comfy, and hang out with your fellow digital soldiers. Guys, again, it looks like Elijah Cummings has died suddenly, that weird word, at 68, one of the most corrupt human beings within our country. House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings died early Thursday in Baltimore at the age of 68. The Maryland Democrat who was helping lead the impeachment inquiry into President Trump died due to complications from long-standing health problems, according to the Associated Press. What were those health problems? I would really like to know that. He has also led several other investigations into the president and frequently sparred with the administration. Cummings, the son of sharecropper, was born January 18, 1951 in Baltimore. He attended Howard University in Washington, D.C. The five-time congressman from Maryland's 7th District was first elected to the House in 1996 after several terms as a ranking member. He became the chairman of the oversight panel when Democrats took control of the House in January. Cummings, who was also a former chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, reportedly underwent an unspecified medical procedure and did not return to his office this week. He died at Johns Hopkins Hospital. My God, friends, how corrupt does that sound? How suspicious all this is, right? You know, this guy just all of a sudden just dies randomly from complications. We don't even know what he had. He didn't even look ill, right? He just gets sick one day and doesn't come back to work and dies. I just don't buy it. Let's go ahead and get into some memes and to the rest of the podcast and break all of this down. All right, guys, so from post 541, FISA memo secret dim meeting. And again, remember from the intro video, POTUS is talking about the IG report is dropping. It will drop any day now, and they are panicking big time. Possibly an attempt tonight, I do not know. But in fact, it is giving me anxieties. I just feel uncomfortable about the whole situation. We'll be watching together nevertheless. What 19 people are currently meeting in a safe room, heavily guarded? Why did everyone leave their phones, all other electronic devices in room 239? Why does it take the information going public just before justice is served? Why is the Democrat Party making every effort to block the release of the FISA classified info? Why did Rod Rosenstein plead to Ryan moments ago to prevent the release of this information? Where is Adam Schiff? 8 fired. So many jailed. Possible, this is the word for Elijah Cummings, suicides. TikTok ++/+. So, again, guys, I don't believe that this guy went out naturally. Let's just be honest. Breaking, when I got this job 13 years ago, this is from a person at CNN, it was nothing like this. They sold themselves to the devil. It's sad. It's very sad. The floor manager at CNN, Mike Brevna, sold their souls to the devil. We all know this is a spiritual battle. This isn't just physical. There's a lot of stuff taking place, my friends. This is a spiritual battle held on a 3D level plane on Earth. This really stood out to me, and I wanted to share it with you. We all know what has been taking place. We all know what 17 has told us, that yes, this is a spiritual battle. Some pick the side of good, some pick the side of evil. It seems CNN has picked the wrong side, and it's very apparent. From Cabamer says, something is wrong with Nancy upstairs. She is a very sick person. These aren't just insults. He's always hinting at what he can't say directly. Something is very wrong with these particular people about their brain and cognitive abilities. Down here it says Nancy Pelosi needs help fast. There is either something wrong with her upstairs or she just plain doesn't like our great country. She had a total meltdown in the White House today. It was very sad to watch. Pray for her. Demons, guys, I don't know what it is, but it's something really wrong with these people, if they are people anymore. Post 3,530, deep state corruption, Miss Maya Rockenmore Cummings and Representative Elijah Cummings. It says here, Baltimore received $1.8 billion from Hussein's American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Follow the money, follow the family. Q. Follow his wife, guys. I don't even know if she's still alive, but if she is, we need to follow her. Remember, watch the wives. 3,534. Democrats predominantly represented Maryland in the House and the Senate. It says here, Maryland has the most defendants charged in federal human trafficking cases. Who represents Maryland in the House and in the Senate? The more you know, 17. Breaking it down, guys, I told you at the beginning of this video that Cummings is one of the most corrupt human beings in our nation, within our government, guys. Cannot be trusted. Coming from X22 report, everyone is now fact-checking the MSM. The tables have turned. I'm seeing a lot of normies out there fact-checking, and they're starting to change their mind about a lot of things. With Project Veritas has busted it wide open. It says here, NBC News, correction, a previous tweet misquoted President Trump saying Turkey's invasion into northern Syria is not our problem. He said, in quotes, they have a problem at a border. It's not our border, as well as, in quote, it's not between Turkey and the U.S., according to White House transcript. Two mistakes. And remember, when they were showing the battle, they were showing firing going on. They were saying it was taking place in Turkey, in Syria. It was taking place at a gun range in Kentucky. What are these people trying to pull? They are crumbling. Their base and their foundation is collapsing, and I'm loving every second of it, guys. Breaking, Nancy Pelosi remarks on Representative Cummings. His greatest strength was his unwavering commitment to the Democrat Party. Get this, guys. Much like our base, death won't stop him from voting. Is she insane to throw that out there? We all know that they use dead people's votes. We all know that there's been election fraud. We all know this, but she's throwing it out there in the public. This video needs to go viral because of this post, this quote right here. This is insane. She is this dumb. I really do believe she does have some kind of neurological damage. Something's going on upstairs, right? Upstairs. What words stick out to you in these descriptions about Representative Cummings that were posted by the cabal and fake news in the last hour after his death? The word giant. Do you think they all got the same 4 a.m. memo from the CA? Wow, check this out. They all say the same things. From Cher, Elijah Cummings has died. Elijah Cummings was a giant among men. Emmanuel Jones, heartbroken, a giant among man. That's a good sentence. That sentence is basically a fragment. Down here, Grace Seggers says, truly shocked to wake up to the news about Elijah Cummings' death. He was a giant in the house and a trailblazer. Giant, giant, giant. Remember? So strange, guys. Oh no, we've lost a giant today. Rest in peace, Elijah Cummings. Rest in hell. How about that? And guys, from Brendan Dilley to round off the podcast, this is going to be a short one because I am going live. It is a double upload, and I hope to see you there. Remember, 7:45. But before we finish, get this from Brendan Dilley. Let me get this straight. Elijah Cummings was under the microscope for 60 days ago because his district was falling apart. Even though it had received something like $18 billion in funding last year and he couldn't account for it, and today he dies in hospice care. Guys, this stinks to high heaven. I don't know where this guy is. I believe he offed himself. I don't believe he died of natural causes. So I'm sure more will come out about this. I'm sure Anons will dig. Again, tonight, my friends, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will live stream the POTUS rally from Dallas, Texas. Pray that nothing happens. Pray there are no FFs. Anything goes tonight. This is the 17th. We just had a harvest moon. There's a marker. Guys, a lot could take place, and as usual, it is going to be pumped up, and I want to see you here and hanging out with me. Bring your popcorn, get comfy, hang out with your fellow digital soldiers, and we'll have a great time. Guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. Don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this channel and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal, my Patreon. We have a P.O. box and also True Reporting merch. Guys, be kind and loving to each other. Pray for our president tonight, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.